All right, everybody. Apparently, there's a Wi-Fi issue here at Blanchette. We're trying to work on it. Maddie, great question. Your question was, how come some foods might cause some acne? And what I was trying to say is if there's any foods that you might have a little bit of an allergic reaction to that creates swelling underneath the skin. Like I was talking about, some people are mildly allergic to gluten. Well, if you're mildly allergic to gluten, then what happens is these blood vessels underneath your skin start to expand. And what you're trying to do is maybe excrete some of the gluten out through your skin. Well, if it creates some swelling here and you get more blood flowing in there, what that's going to do is that's going to put pressure on that hair follicle. And if this hair follicle then starts to get squeezed a little bit shut, now that is going to cause the blocking. And then the oil is going to be made and not released, and you're going to get acne. Now, my facial bones have expanded. My holes are big, but I can still get acne. Sometimes if I have a good sleep and I put a lot of pressure in one area, that might close off that hair follicle. And then the oil doesn't have a place to escape. I might develop a little bit of acne. All right, Maddie, wonderful question. Now, let's continue our notes. It says, Luke, please. Luke, you got the next thing. The next thing on our notes is hair. Luke, let's take no notes on hair. In fact, Luke, let's just understand hair. It's so simple, Luke. Luke, hair is identical to skin. Luke, clean up my picture here, Luke. Luke, skin is made by these cells right here called the stratum basale. Well, Luke, what are the cells down here at the root of the hair called? Yes, Luke, the stratum basale. And Luke, what do they do? Yes, Luke, what they do are cells that rapidly divide. So, Luke, what the stratum basale does is it makes all these cells that just rapidly get pushed up. And Luke, just like most of your skin cells are, yes, Luke, keratinocytes. Well, most of your hair cells are, yes, keratinocytes. So, Luke, these cells here are keratinocytes. Now, Luke, just like in the skin, as the keratinocytes get pushed up, what happens to the amount of keratin in them? Yes, Luke, it gets completely filled up with keratin. Well, Luke, what's up with your hair? Yes. By the time the keratinocytes get right here, they are completely filled up with keratin. And as it gets pushed up, yes, Luke, these cells are completely filled up with keratin. Now, Luke, you might have heard that hair cells are dead. See, when a keratinocyte gets completely filled up with keratin, it really cannot perform any functions. I mean, the mitochondria could not get any food molecules over to it. So then the cell just becomes encapsulated in that protein called keratin. So that's what they mean by it's dead. I mean, it's just not active anymore. Great question, Luke. Luke said, what gives your hair color? How come some people have black hair, other people have red hair? Tell me the answer, Luke. Yes. Because the other cells in your hair are melanocytes. And melanocytes make a pigment. So, Luke, some people have this melanocyte right here that makes this pigment that absorbs all light except for red light. And red light is reflected back. And that's why they have red hair. Some people, Luke, they make a gray pigment. And this gray pigment absorbs all 7 colors of light, and nothing is reflected back to your eyes, so you see black. So that is black hair. Oh, Luke, look at this. I have some hair that's white. What does that mean? Yes, Luke, exactly. It means the melanocytes have stopped working. That means the melanocytes are not making any pigment. So all 7 colors hit my hair, and then all 7 colors are reflected back to your eyes, so that's why you see it as white. We're taking no notes on hair. We're just answering some of our questions. Margarita, you're going to ask me a great question. Awesome, Margarita. What makes different types of hair? Well, Margarita, it's all about the whole. This hole right here, smartboard, please work for me. That hole determines the shape of the hair. Margarita, if it's an absolutely perfect round hole, you got straight hair. Margarita, if it's bent just a little bit, you got wavy hair. Margarita, if it's really bent, if it's really oval, well, you got curly hair. So it's the hole that the hair comes out determines the shape. Great connection, Margarita. That's why some people could have curly hair as a baby. And then as their skull starts to grow, it changes that hole from this shape to this shape. So they had curly hair as a baby, but now they have straight hair. We're just answering our questions. Adam Canto, that's hair. That's hair. We're taking no notes about hair. And just like hair, Adam, we're going to take no notes about nails because you know everything. Adam, nails are exactly like hair. It's exactly like skin. I got it, Adam. I got it. Adam Canto, these cells in your nails are called, yes, the stratum basale. And just like in the skin, they perform the same function. They just rapidly produce cells. In fact, Adam, what type of cells do they make? Yes, Adam, they make only keratinocytes. So Adam, what they do is they just pump out keratinocytes after keratinocytes after keratinocytes. And Adam, by the time the keratinocytes get to be about not right here, but right here. Once they get right here, they get completely filled up with keratin. So Adam, on your nail, that little white spot right there, it's not quite completely filled up with keratin. And what you're seeing like there's like almost like a little bit of air in there. But then as it gets put up even further, now it gets completely filled up with keratin and it's like almost like transparent. Great question, Adam. Adam asked, how come some people get like a little white spot in their nail? Well, Adam, if you go around, bam! If you go and if you damage, bam! I mean, you slam your finger in a car door. What that's going to do is it's going to damage some of the stratum basale down there. And then the stratum basale, for a couple days, couple weeks, it's going to go in hyper mode. And what it's going to do, Adam, it's just going to push out these keratinocytes at a really fast rate, Adam. It used to take like 10 days before it to get there. But now what it's going to do, it's going to get there in like 6 days. Now, Adam, because it got there fast, this part right here is not completely filled up with keratin. So you can see that little white spot, that little air gap. And then that's going to continue to go up here because, Adam, now the cell is dead because it doesn't have a blood supply. So it's going to be a keratinocyte that is not completely filled up with keratin. All right, like the other one, no, we don't have to write down any notes. I will not ask you a test question about keratinocyte, about hair or nails. It's just for our knowledge. All right, let's stop this video and let's start making another video. And in this one, we're going to start doing skin conditions. So get out the note sheet that has skin conditions, and Julian and I are going to start working through the first one, a first degree burn.